What is going on, guys? In today's video, we are going to be going over ticker symbol HCMC. Now remember guys, this is an over-the-counter stock, or in other words, an OTC stock, so you can only trade it on a specific number of brokerages. Now, I know TD Ameritrade allows you to trade this stock, however, I'm not sure if Robinhood or Webull does, so make sure you guys check on that. But before we get into the video, all I ask is that you subscribe to the channel and like the video because one, at the end of each of my videos, as long as you subscribe to my channel for free, all of you guys will be getting free ARK Invest buy sellers at the end of each of my videos for all their ETFs. And this costs a lot of money annually, but as long as you subscribe to my channel, you guys will get it for free. And I will update you guys as soon as I get an alert, right? Because sometimes what ends up happening, unfortunately, is you guys want to know, what is ARK Invest buying today? What is Cathie Wood buying today? But it's like no one's going to tell you that, right? I don't know why, right? But as long as you subscribe to the channel, you guys will get it fast because I'll update you guys as soon as possible. And yeah, all you guys have to do is just subscribe to my channel for free. Now, aside from that, let's finally get into the video. So first, I'm just going to be going over HCMC's technical analysis in this video. I mean, we all know about their lawsuit, right? And I think that's actually why we are curling, right? And I'm going to get into that in just a second. So basically what we've been doing for HCMC since the start is we've been drawing so many supports, so many resistances, and the most recent technical analysis that I did, I explained this base, right? I stated that the RSI, it looked like it was at a complete bottom. I said I don't even know if it was possible for this stock to go even lower because it just did not make any sense. And it didn't, right? I did not draw this support today. This was actually from a previous video, and it held that support completely. Now, remember, guys, I am on the 1 year, 1 day chart, and I recommend for all of you guys out there that are stressing about HCMC, instead of looking so closely into the daily chart, the 1 day, 1 minute chart, instead, what I recommend is go into the 1 year, 1 day, right? Because if I go into the 1 day, 1 minute, this is what I see. And I have no idea what I'm supposed to do with this information, right? So what you guys need to do is you guys need to go to the 1 year, 1 day chart so you guys can see what is really going on with this stock. And as you can see, this stock is actually curling very nicely. Now, there is some things that I'm going to say that might scare some people, but at the same time, this should all be relatively normal within the coming months. However, some people, they don't really like to wait that long, okay? So basically, HCMC had a huge run up. We all know this, right? And then it broke support number 1, it broke support number 2, it broke support number 3. And when it broke all these supports, I said that it was necessary for everyone to reevaluate the trade, right? Because stop losses could have been hit and it could have saved you from all this downfall right here. However, the good news is that even if you did get stuck in this stock, which on my channel, I don't want anyone, to get stuck back holding a stock. That's why I stated all the way when the stock was up here, I said, if it breaks the first support, you guys can, it might be a good idea to reevaluate the trade. And I repeated that again for the second time, and then I repeated that again the third time until it just fell completely. And the thing about this fall is that I said when it broke this third support, it will end up going to this gap. There will not even be a break. You guys won't even see a break. You guys won't even see consolidation. It's just going to fall. And that is exactly what happened. However, enough with the negatives. Let's finally talk about what to do now. Well, as I stated before, the RSI is completely bottomed out, right? As I stated before. We all know this. That is why we did not break the support. Because if we did, the sad fact is that it would have fell all the way back down to like 0.00006. You guys would not even see like consolidation happening, right? It wouldn't just break and then like have more candles, 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 then fall. It would just fall completely, right? It would be like a falling knife. Not good. No one wants to see that. The really good news is that it did bottom out. The RSI did bottom out. And now we see the price finally moving up because it's been a while, guys. Like it was consolidating for such a long time and then it finally broke out. And what we can see from here is the bad news, first of all, is we are heading into the month of May, guys. And the RSI looks like it can go higher. So what I'm seeing right now is we need to break. If you guys are thinking that the stock is going to go up, these are the levels that you guys need to watch out for. First of all, it needs to go above 0.0019. If it does not go above that, then it probably won't go into this next gap, which was a support before. But now all these supports are going to act as resistances because the trend has changed. We are in a downtrend. However, right now, it looks like we are trying to find the beginning of an uptrend, right? So the first resistance that this stock needs to break is 0.002517 or 0.002504, right? Just one of those two. It should be between that. And as soon as it breaks that, you guys will see a gap to a new level, right? However, the bad news is that the RSI looks like it can go a little higher, so that's actually going to support that. So I think we could actually like go a little bit higher, but we are going to need a lot of momentum if it actually wants to break the resistance. So that's only like, I guess that's really the only downfall when it comes to like the technical analysis, because we are going to need like a lot of buying pressure if it actually can break that 0.0025 level. And the RSI, like I said, it actually looks like it can go above, and because it happened before. So every time the RSI went to this area, it went down a little bit, then it had a double top. Unfortunately, the thing with double tops is that after they make a double top, so after it goes at its peak and then comes back down, then at its peak again, what ends up happening is it starts to fall again. So what I'm predicting, and remember guys, I am not a financial advisor, so everything that I say is for entertainment purposes only, and this is just what I'm doing. But every time we have the RSI go at a very high level, it comes down, and what I'm predicting is that it will go up again. And when the RSI goes up, that means the price also goes up. And after the price hits this level again, the RSI level of like 100 or even 90, 94, I mean, I think it'll go down after that. The good news is that so far it looks like it will go up. However, in the long term, and when I mean long term, I'm not actually meaning like 6 months, because I believe that this whole lawsuit situation will be cleared out and then we will probably see HCMC go like really high. But again, that's just whatever happens with a lawsuit. However, I'm talking about in the month of May, guys. So basically, the month of May usually has one of the lowest returns for like just stocks in general, right? And that's the problem. That's the thing that I'm kind of, it's just something that I feel like everyone needs to be aware of because, like I said, May usually does not have the highest returns. So it is very important that no one goes into the month of May thinking that OTCs are just going to completely, skyrocket, because there is usually a lot of selling pressure that happens in May. And the problem now is that inflation data is also going to be coming out in May. So there's probably going to be a lot of volatility happening in the month of May. That is why after we go up a little bit, I feel like we will also have, a time period where HCMC does fall back down. However, like I said, after the lawsuit, if everything is cleared out for the lawsuit, guys, there should be no worry about this stock. And the volume doesn't look too bad, but honestly, it's not the best. Like, it's not the volume that we had in like February. It's much lower. However, the good news is that we don't have consecutive like red candle bars for the volume. Instead, we have like kind of a mix, but it looks like to be much more green these past few days than it has been red. So that's really amazing. And with that being said, I'm now going to transfer over to the stocks that Cathie Wood and her team have been buying this week. The stock of the day that Cathie Wood and her team have been buying this week is known as ticker symbol COIN, or in other words, Coinbase. I'm sure a lot of us have heard about Coinbase, and actually, ARK Invest and Cathie Wood have been adding it into not one, not two, but three of their ETFs. So that's pretty nice. And so they have it in ARK K, they have it in ARK W, and they have it in ARK F. Now, this is really good because for anyone that has Coinbase, this gives them conviction to hold it. Now, remember, guys, I'm not a financial advisor. The stock of the day is just to give you guys some conviction if you guys are long term holders, because, I mean, ARK Invest is buying it, and I'm not saying they should base anything just off of ARK Invest, but based on their, history of buying stocks, they typically do very well with their convictions, with their long-term holds, with just the stocks in their portfolio. And it so happens to be that Coinbase is in their portfolio, in three of them, actually, in three of their ETFs. So they have it in again, ARK-K, ARK-W, and ARK-F, they actually initiated their position on April 20th for all of their ETFs. They started out with 1.1 million shares in their ARK-K ETF, roughly. They started out with roughly 300,000 shares in their ARK-W ETF, and then in their ARK-F ETF, they started out with 170,000 shares roughly on April 20th. And as we can see here, their portfolio allocation has increased, right? Not substantially, but it has increased a fair amount. And this is actually really good, again, for anyone that is holding Coinbase, because I know that the stock price has been kind of falling recently. And again, guys, I personally believe that the reason why a lot of these stocks are falling is because people are very scared of the inflation data that is going to be announced in the month of May. But again, the good news is that ARK Invest has been increasing their percentage of their portfolio allocation in Coinbase, right? And it's actually, they've been doing it consecutively for two of their ETFs, and then for their last ETF, it's been relatively the same, right? But definitely for these two, they did increase it. So that is going to conclude the stock of the day. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. And again, guys, if you guys want to see more videos like this, where I go over stocks of the day that Cathie Wood and her team have been buying, make sure you guys subscribe, like the video, and if you guys have any comments about another ticker or another stock, make sure you guys comment it down below. The next stock I'm going to be going over is NNDM, because I know that ARK Invest has been adding it to some of their ETFs. So yeah, with that being said, I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks again for watching.